Hey everyone, I'm here for another quick tip video. So in this situation I have a pretty easy spot to score some simple points. My opponent did something that I always say not to do if you can't help it, which is to rub an E against a triple letter, where literally any 4-point consonant letter turns into a weapon. You don't want to make points so easy for your opponent. Now, I do have a really good move here, and I haven't been able to figure out what it is quite. The only word that came to mind was potatoes, but I would need a second O on the board that's available, which is not, unfortunately. I tried the word toe taps. That did not work either. So I'm a little baffled as to what the big move is. But the point of this video here is that obviously I have to go here. For a lack of a bigger move. And I have so many different words I can do, like poets, like this. I can do paste. Definitely would not want to do paste because you just leave this. Is my clicker gonna work? Yeah, you just leave this enormous spot right here open, wide open for your opponent. Not to mention an R, D, and S all go right there. So we're not doing that one. But the point of this video here is that what you have to think is, okay, so I'm probably gonna put the S there, right? So this word kind of fills in itself. Before you just slap down a word like poets, you need to think twice. You need to think, is there a way I can put a consonant here? Because you always want to be thinking, where's your opponent going to go after you go? And your opponent's probably going to go right here, as much of that area as they can get. Of course, they would like all of it. But the easiest letter to work with in the game is the E. But why would you want to give your opponent a free E? You really make hitting this triple letter double word incredibly easy for your opponent. You want to make it as difficult as possible. You don't know, your opponent could be rich in vowels, they could be rich in consonants. But if they do not already have, if you put a consonant here instead of the vowel, now your opponent, isn't able to utilize your E. You don't give them that big wide area with an open E on the board, which you always want to not do if possible. I mean, you can accept the fact that you're going to give your opponent a big area here, but you don't want to make it as easy as possible. So I was just messing with the letters, and I find this. This is far better. This is the much better option by a mile. And the reason for that is because, you put that consonant there. If your opponent doesn't have vowels, it hurts them. If they do have vowels but they don't have an E, it hurts them. Perhaps, if they had a letter like Jeeps, which I guess is a bad example because they just used a J, you don't give them that second E to get that word down. Now they're gonna have a ton of opportunities to score points here, nevertheless. But the objective here is to make it as difficult as possible. This is still a very wide open spot for your opponent, but you just don't want to give them that E in such a with such a high scoring opportunity. Much rather give the consonant. It's gonna be much less helpful for them. So that was the point of this video. Just letter selection, as always, is huge, and you always just want to be thinking, how can I make things more difficult for my opponent? I did just pick up an ing little combo there. Maybe one too many vowels to use all my letters. But not the best, not the worst. I don't think I can use all my letters, but yeah, I can't. But still not bad. nevertheless, the purpose of this is never give your opponent a big open spot with an E, especially where they can hurt you a lot. You know, sometimes you just have to go in certain places. Like right there, I had to go there. Sure, I could have taken a few less points and put this P here still and brought the move up. And I do this a lot, but that triple letter double word combo was just way too enticing, and so I had to go for it. Anyway, that's it. But this is still a great play right here. If you just do like tap T A T A D P E and just you know, don't even open this area up. I would say it really depends on who you're playing as to what you're gonna do. Both moves are good. I don't pick up a ton of extra points by heading south to the double word, but it is an easy little 45 points, and I decided to go that direction this time. That maybe next time I go to the other direction. I do have a good winning percentage against this particular opponent, so